Okay, so I wanted to make just a quick video about color choosing and like a great way to choose your colors when you're painting minis, because sometimes we're kind of confronted with that where stuff can be multiple colors, right? So how do you pick which one's right, which one's wrong, and a way to go? So the first thing I want to talk to you about is called color blocking. And color blocking is a general art thing. If you took like art classes at any point in time, like college, high school, probably, or like whatever, you've probably learned this technique. It's a very classic technique, and what it means is basically putting one color on everything. So, for example, this is our guy here, and this guy here completely color blocked. Okay, the cloak I want black, painted black. The seals I want bone color, painted are bone base coat. What's gold is gold. What's silver is silver. But there's only one. There's only one color everywhere. Nothing is kind of finished except the airbrush color, right? Our green has like a couple of tones on there. That's because we use the airbrush. We have to do it first, so all that's done. But after that, then I do the color blocking, so that gives us like a good idea. The only color that's not done at this point is the white for stuff that's going to be white, right? And then this gives us kind of a good idea because, as I said, we're faced with like a lot of dilemmas here. So, for example, what color is the cloak, or the inside of the cloak, or the second cloak, or the gun, or this little sign here, this sword on his forehead? This insignia, we want to paint it gold, silver, a mix of both. Same thing here, where there's like a robe, and then a key, and then a little ball of incense, whatever, and then a feather. So how do we kind of tell it apart? Well, first of all, this color blocking, what it does is, first of all, it allows us to see, does everything look right? Maybe we made a mistake with our choice right now. Then we'll see. And if we have to fix it, well, we only have one color to fix, right? It's only a base coat. So we try again. But if I wait till the end and then I have like my base coat, my highlight, my shading, my other highlight and whatnot, like I've put my heart into that color and I have to change it because it's wrong, well, that sucks. Now it's just one base coat to fix. So that's really cool. And then the second part about this, or how you tackle it, is I always go with the colors that are kind of mandatory. So, for example, on this mini, the colors are kind of mandatory, or like, for example, in the gun has like multiple surfaces. But the inside, I know I want silver because it's like the mechanical parts or whatever. They look good in silver. So I paint those first, and then I'm kind of free to go. So, for example, that little sword that's in there, this can be silver, it can be black, it can be white. You know what color it can't be? Red, because that would suck. Now we know. And that's why we painted that red. It's the same thing for, well, the one on the forehead is also a good example. The little sword there on the forehead, that can be, silver, can be white, can be gold. Right now we chose gold, and one thing that we did to figure it out is paint what's around it, right? We want the chest piece to be gold. That means if we paint the chest piece gold, we know this medallion probably should not be gold as well. As much as I like, that gold chains and stuff, that's in all of them hip hop songs that I love, this is not the right choice here. So we have to compromise for something else. So that's silver. And then next, maybe we do this big part here because I like, I want some bling on my guys. Again, hip hop. So I paint this in gold. And now we're kind of left with, okay, well, what's left? Same thing. When I start doing the red, or when I start doing the bone color, I do all the purity seals first because that has like no choice. The purity seal is bone and red. So I paint all of those first, and then now I see where my bone color is. Okay, it's there, it's forced to be on there. Now maybe I want a little bit more. Okay, let's make something interesting here. Let's paint the inside fold of that bottom cloak with bone color. And so that's kind of the way to go, is kind of to eliminate as many choices as you go so that you're left with like the obvious. And it also makes choosing a lot easier by doing that, because a lot of like choices are actually false choices where you don't really have the option of painting that little sword here in red because it makes no sense. But until the gun is red, you don't know that. So again, if you're kind of stuck with your mini and you not sure where to go, not sure about your scheme, color blocking is your friend, and I suggest you give it a good try. The other big gain from color blocking is that, first, well, there's two. First one, this mini, fully painted. If I paint a base, fully painted. I can use it in any event. I could get my 10 points of gaming or whatever. Is it finished? Absolutely not. But it's painted. If I have my whole army in this stage, I have a fully painted army. And of course I have to finish it, but still, all my shit's painted for now. And then second part is, this is really the longest thing. So as I was saying earlier, maybe now we have kind of the motivation to start and we're really hyped up. We're doing all of these, and this is kind of long, and this is like, it's tedious because you finish nothing really when you paint this, right? Like nothing on this mini is finished, but everything is kind of done and kind of started. So we painted for, I don't know, an hour on this model, 30 minutes, 45. Let's compromise to 45, and nothing is finished. But the next step and the next step and next step, they all go like this, because these are all the longest steps on there. So that was my hobby quick tip for choosing the right colors and making sense of all this mess. And yeah, we're gonna upload that to YouTube at some point.